Greetings from the second age of reason. We are here today to talk about something that we have noticed, something you have noticed, but you haven't been able to put into words. I don't know if you've noticed, but there's been a lot of trouble in society of recent, and it's because humanity is at a crossroads. Humanity is at a paradigm shift. And it's like nobody can see what's coming. It's like they all have blinders on. We don't know why or what, but we know there's something amiss because the blinders are on. So, I think I know what it is. But first, I must take off the blinders so that we can bring to you the Enlightenment. The Enlightenment will give you a little history first. This is tens of thousands of years of history, perhaps, and it started out with humanity as hunter-gatherers. You'd go out, and you'd find some fruit on a tree, and you'd pluck it and eat it. You would find an animal. He looked pretty tasty. And so you'd pop him on the head, and you'd eat him up. And maybe he was tasty. And later on, they discovered that fire makes things even more tasty. That nice smoky flavor. And so that went on for thousands of years. And now, something happened at that time. It was called farming and agriculture. People discovered that things grow from seeds, and that animals reproduce. And they decided, if we take all the seeds that we like and plant them right here, we don't have to run across the whole continent looking for fruits and vegetables to find the next one, which is very few and far between. And with animals, we would decide we like sheep, we like pigs, we like cows, chickens, you name it. And it was easier to put a little fence around and keep them all there. Then you would have them right there where you want them. You don't have to go on a hunt. You just take them when you want them, when you're hungry. And suddenly there was a lot more food. And that also made a lot more humans as well. This was the agriculture revolution, a paradigm shift. I'm sure the hunters and gatherers were all up in arms. It was like, you're going to lose your hunting and gathering skills, and you'll probably go extinct in the process. You need those skills. So, but the thinking. But it also turned out that agriculture was boring, because you would plant the seeds on your little piece of land, and then you'd have to wait for them to grow. Ever watch grass grow? Ever watch corn or trees? It takes a while. The same thing for animals. You can't just eat them right away. Well, maybe if you had chickens that were egg layers, you could eat fairly consistently. But there's a lot of waiting, and then there's a lot of hard work, and that was very boring to a lot of people. So some got clever and decided, we're going to go to the next level. We're going to have the age of machines. So industry was born in the Industrial Revolution. This was a new paradigm shift. But it coexisted pretty well with agriculture industry. They seemed to be at odds, but really they weren't. They complemented each other very nicely. Agriculture made food for the masses more efficiently than ever before, and industry made products for people to buy, including products that made farmers so much more productive. So there was more food than ever. So they seemed to be enemies, but they were friends. Maybe they were frenemies. Anyway, that went on until recently, pretty much. Until around the turn of the century, the 21st century. And then it's been noticed that unemployment has been growing. Companies don't need people anymore. People aren't needed to make things. There's robots. Robots can make things, robots can grow things, but all these things need customers. and if you aren't paying people money, they're not going to buy products. Which brings to a head the new paradigm shift we're going into right now. You've seen the unrest across the world as part of the paradigm shift towards something called technocracy. We can have robots and technology create everything we want and need. We don't need governments. We don't need actual working jobs hardly anymore. Maybe a few here and there. But in the end, it's going to turn out that economy is just people consuming things and circulating money. And so, all people in that technocracy will be employed, man, woman, child. They'll all belong to some company, whether it's a car company, whether it's a food company, whether it's a medical company. The company will maintain and provide robots. The robots will be doing everything the company needs. They'll be producing products, they'll be producing themselves, and sending paychecks out to all of humanity. You'll have your house, you'll have your food, you'll have your medicine, and you'll have an allowance to do whatever you want with. And the robots will produce everything you need. This is technocracy. There's no need for you to do hard work anymore, because the robots are doing it all. You just have to consume, and you can use your spare time to do what you want. Maybe you want to build a piece of furniture for fun. Maybe you want to paint a painting, write a book, go out and take more college degrees. Maybe you want to do traveling or tree climbing, whatever you want. And this will be the technocracy culture of the future. There's no need anymore for wars. There's no need to worry about any of it, because it will all be balanced through a resource cycle. And humanity is merely in a symbiosis with, what would you call it, the cybernetic? I don't know exactly. But you'd have the human-robot synergy. Again, sort of a frenemy relationship. So, what do you think of that? Comment below. I'd like to hear if you have any other ideas about the paradigm shift we're all going through. So until later, we'll be seeing.